Okay, so we gotta go talk to Emma at the Looker Bureau. Hello there, Zach. What brings you here? Well met once again, Zach. As I mentioned before, I'm searching for my sister Gwen. But this detective says she cannot help me. No, what I said was that I can't help you without more to go on than she's missing. I'm happy to help look for your sister, but I need you to answer my questions. Ah, I understand. Ask me anything. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Where does your sister like to go when she's not at home or the dojo? That would be City Hall. City Hall? I see. Your sister certainly has unique interests, doesn't she? Well, then maybe we can find some clues as to your sister's whereabouts if we go there. Understood. I'm on it. He just left? If Mimi was feeling better, I could search for his sister using its telepathy. Oh well. I could use your help, Zach. We'll be waiting for you in the Jean district. Let's work together to protect the peace of Lumiose. I wonder if she'll ever... Oh, go... You get your little rest there, Mimi. I wonder if she'll ever whip out the helmet to that suit. Odd place for somebody to go. Emma, Zach, I looked all over, but Gwen's not here either. That's to be expected, Ivor. For now, let's canvass the area and gather information about Gwen. Zach, I'd appreciate your help with interviewing people around City Hall. I'm on it. The Fist of... Ooh, alright, we found a guy. We found somebody. Gwen from the Fist of Justice. Oh, you mean that girl who was always here? Yeah, she gets called in to deal with all the complaints lodged by folks near the dojo about how loud their training sessions are. I hear she often heads to a cafe off Senchiko Plaza with a friend after she's done here at City Hall. So she's here because her brother's loud. Find any leads, Zach? Gwen might be near Senchiko Plaza. That matches what I heard too. It sounds like she left for Senchiko Plaza with someone. For our next move, I suggest we investigate the food truck at that location. Understood. I'm on it. I know he's worried about his sister, but must he go rushing off like that each time? I suppose that's how it is with family. Anyway, we should hurry after him. I do want to see her whip the helmet out for that suit. Emma, Zach, there's no sign of Gwen here either. Again, we need to ask around and learn more. Well, if it isn't our local detective, the usual fire blast roast for you today? I'm in the mood for something else. I'll take one flamethrower roast. And any information you have on a certain missing girl. To go. Ooh, am I getting questioned here? I'll spill. Helping out with an investigation seems fun. Her? Yeah, I've seen her. She came by earlier with that Dynamo girl. She's hanging out with Canary? Any idea who that could be, Zach? Canary? Those two seem like polar opposites, but perhaps opposites attract, as they say. Ivor, do you know if your sister is close to Canary from Dynamo? The name isn't ringing any bells. Where can I go to meet this Canary? You just had a promotion match against Canary, didn't you, Zach? Where was it? We could visit Racine Construction. Racine Construction, eh? I'm on it. There he goes again. I'll be back later to grab that coffee. What? But we already got it started. We should hurry to Racine Construction, too. Come on, Zach. And Naruto run. We certainly hope to see you again. Soon. Quit yelling. They're yelling over here. Tell them to quit. It would seem there's no sign of Gwyn here either. Hey, what's the big idea? Don't just go around telling randos where to find me. This massive meathead barged in out of nowhere yelling, "Where's Gwyn?" so loudly I nearly had a heart attack on stream. He's lucky Pops ain't here, there would have been an all-out brawl. Sorry, Canary, we promise we won't reveal your location to anyone else, but we need your help. We're looking for someone named Gwyn. This gentleman is her older brother. Thanks, Detective Obvious, but like I said, G-Volt ain't here. G-Volt. Still, I love a quiz, so tell you what, try guessing. If you're close, maybe I'll tell you what I know. Please, you simply must tell me where she is. Back off, big guy. You're creeping me out. Ever heard of personal space? I hope you'll take my refusal to back down as proof of how worried I am about Gwyn. Mute it, muscle bag. If you're so worried, then try paying more attention to what she gets up to. Oh, right. Zach, I almost forgot you were here. If you finally decided to join the I had the word down last night. Not no more. Kinetic crew. I guess I could give you a hint. Not until I get my revenge for our last battle. How else am I going to heal my wounded ego? In that case, why not have a rematch now? If Zach wins, you tell us where we should look for Gwyn. Not sure how a fancy detective got caught up in this family fetch quest. Oh, see, I was about to call it a fetch quest earlier, but I didn't wanna. But she did. But I'm in and I'll win. Just to warn you, I've upped my game since last time. You ready to lose? I'll win again. Bring it on. No mercy this time. I'm going in for the overkill. There she goes. Throwing a fit again. Yeesh, what's with you? You're not supposed to get stronger than me. Whatever. You want to know about G-Volt, yeah? She's been a Kinetic since way back, so we're pretty close. Sometimes we hang out and play games together and stuff. In one game sesh, she mentioned how she's looking for some spot that could be all hers. A place that can't be found in the world. What? That doesn't make sense. All I know is what I heard, that G-Volt wanted to go where the X, Y, and Z axis don't meet up. She said all three letters. She said X, Y, and Z. Oh man. Whatever that means. She was going on about needing to beat a Pokemon whose type her partner is weak to. Last I heard, she was heading to some fountain depicting a Pokemon like that, so she could at least imagine how she'd beat it in her head. A fountain? Now we're getting somewhere. Ivor, do you know which Pokemon your sister has as her partner? Of course, that would be Chandelure, the luring Pokemon. Its type are Ghost and Fire. That fountain seems like a pretty important clue, Zach. Which fountain depicts a Pokemon that Gwyn's Chandelure would struggle with, I wonder? The Clawitzer fountain? Yes, Clawitzer is a water-type Pokemon, isn't it? And Chandelure is a fire-type, which makes it weak to water types. Great, so we should look for a Clawitzer, yes? I'm on it. Has anyone stopped to think that G-Volt might just want some alone time? I'd probably need space if I had to deal with a brother like Ivor. A lot of space. Knowing that dimwit, he's probably headed to a wild zone now to look for an actual Clawitzer. Don't worry, it's my duty to protect the peace in Lumiose, and that's exactly what I plan to do. Come on, Zach. Let's hurry over to the Clawitzer fountain in Blue Sector 7. Ivor, wait, it's the Clawitzer fountain. Emma, Zach. I only see a fountain here. There's no sign of Gwyn anywhere. So you don't have any idea where Gwyn might be in this area then? This is the right place. There's the Clawitzer fountain just like Canary told us. Well, Zach, do you think we'll find Gwyn somewhere around here? I'm sure of it. Me too. We don't have any other leads to go on. Through process of elimination, this should be the place. But if so, where could Gwyn be hiding? What else did Canary tell us? Let's see. There was something about a place where the X, Y, and Z axis didn't meet. Yes, of course. The X axis, God, is horizontal. The Y axis is vertical, and the Z axis is depth, which means we're likely to starting from the right place. I'm guessing our X axis. Oh my God! I'm trying to read too fast. I cannot say axis. Our X axis is correct. Next, we need to adjust our Y axis. Once we do that, we'll be on the right track to find Gwyn. Maybe we should go down into the sewers? There's all this water in the way. What would your approach be, Zach? Stop the water. Sounds like a tall order. The skills I've honed in the Fist of Justice can surely help us solve this problem. Aha, I have it. I'll just smash the fountain. That would cause the water to shoot upwards, yes? Then the water pooling below will drain away. Yes, a perfect solution. Go, Phalanx. Use... Stop right there. You can't just destroy city property. Honestly, I can see why people complain about the Fist of Justice taking things too far. But you might be onto something, Ivor. Maybe we can stop the water from flowing somehow. And I shall use my martial arts after all, and... Zach, I have an idea. Find a Pokemon that knows Ice Beam and bring it back here. If we freeze the fountain's nozzles to stop the flow, the water that's filling the pool below ought to empty into the sewer. Then we can investigate. Oh, wait. I'm being stupid. I understand. I can lock on to the thing. Duh, me. Marvelously done, Zach. Look, all the water's draining through the sewers. As long as the fountain stays frozen, we won't need to worry about getting flooded. Quick then, let's search the sewers. I shall go on ahead. Very curious how Gwyn got down there. And how she was staying down there, because it was full of water. Ivor certainly doesn't waste time once he knows where he's going, does he? We should head on into. These sewers were built a very long time ago. There are wild Pokemon about, so be on your guard. Who knows how they got here? Wild Pokemon, you say, but will Gwyn be safe down here then? That's why we're trying to find her. Understood. I'm on it. What kind of Pokemon we gonna find down here? Grimer? Maybe. Come on, we should help him look for Gwyn, Zach. Watch out for wild Pokemon. I ain't scared of wild Pokemon. That's crazy. That was a bad swap on my part, apparently. I'll take Noibat all day. That's definitely not what I expected to find down here. There you are, Zach. Looks like if this lock is preventing us from going further in. If Gwyn's down here, how did she get down here? Then let us power through with pure strength. Shall I smash through this barrier so we may proceed? No, destroying public property. Zach, let's take a closer look and see if we can't figure this out. Well, it seems to need a key. Which area do you want to check? The keyhole. It's shaped like a typical keyhole, nothing out of the ordinary here. The lock body. Looks like a regular lock made of some sort of metal alloy. The hinges. You don't notice anything unusual about the door's hinges. Which area do you want to check? Check for gaps. There's only a tiny gap between the door and the floor. So there's no clever way to open this door then. I guess we'll just have to find the key. Where do you think the key would be? Maybe a Pokemon has it? You might be right. There's not much to go on, is there? As it stands, we can't even make an educated guess. Why didn't I think of that? Well, that Pokemon had some keys. Why did I not think of a clef key? That was a clef key, right? Let's go after it. Hello, Klefki. Seems possible that one of Klefki's keys could help us open that lock back there. Then I shall go ahead and catch it. The Pokeballs I throw reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. This does unfortunately mean there's a chance of Klefki being knocked out as it's caught, but that's just a risk we'll have to take. Stop right there. That's hardly different than punching the poor thing. We're not an ancient Hisui, you know. This also raises some concerns about how you managed to catch your own Pokemon, Ivor. Anyway, I think we could safely leave this matter to Zach. Here, feel free to use these Ultra Balls. 3 Ultra Balls? Heck yeah. Alright, now catch that Klefki. Okay. Let me swap to Quick Balls real quick. Don't forget, we don't want to just knock it out. We want to catch that Klefki. I know. Don't worry, Emma. I got this. I'm a professional. Nice catch. I feel I have witnessed the very essence of a masterful capture. That's a bit excessive, no? I mean, we all catch Pokemon like that, right? Anyway, let's see if Klefki can get that lock open for us. Yay, I got a Klefki. I'm counting on you, Klefki. It doesn't seem to have the key for this lock. Huh, I really thought that was going to be the trick to getting through here. How about this then, Madam Detective? If we are truly stuck, perhaps we might try out my plan. First off, thanks for calling me Madam Detective. Just Detective where Emma works too. Now, what was your plan, Ivor? There's no gimmick or mechanism to open this lock, that it must be opened by a key. There's no guarantee that said key can even be found in these sewers. Since we cannot obtain the key we need, we must let my honed fist become the key. Our path will be opened thanks to my power. Justice Punch! He did it. He's strong. With that, our way is clear. Let's press on. So that's what he calls a plan. Personally, I'd call it brute force. In any case, we should hurry after him. Naruto run. Ooh. Give me both them, Scrope. Litwick. Yay. These sewers are very lucrative for me. Ooh. Chandelure. Did you both see that? It was Chandelure, the luring Pokemon. He's luring us in. Maybe the very same Chandelure that Gwen has as her partner. It looks like a dead end. No doors or anything. And no sign of the Chandelure either. It's a ghost type Pokemon, so it's not surprising it can vanish at will. If it is indeed Gwen's partner, then maybe it vanished to wherever Gwen is. A keen observation, given the situation. I'd say that's highly likely. Alright, let's search every last inch of this room, Zach. This is a long, arduous quest. We've checked all over this room, but there's no sign of any hidden contraptions. In that case, the only course of action is to act. He's gonna punch through the wall. Strength is power, strength is justice. Justice punch. That's odd. I have smashed countless walls in my life. This is the first time I've punched a wall and had my fist go straight through without breaking it. Felt like my hand went inside the wall itself. Could it be? It's platform 9 3/4. The wall wasn't real in the first place. So someone, or something, conjured up that illusion of a wall to fool us. I see. Clearly I must undergo even more diligent training if I wish to smash illusory walls. But for now, let us proceed. I am sure Gwyn is waiting for us on the other side. It's such a good sound. Let's keep pushing ahead, Zach. The chill I felt when passing through it makes me think this could be the work of a ghost type. So you're saying that a ghost type Pokemon is attempting to deceive us? I think so, though we can't prove it yet. I need to be able to smash walls of any kind. Then I can finally tear down the barriers that separate the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. Yes, the wild zones will separate us no more, and everyone will be the happier for it. Zach, look there. I do believe that Chandelure must be Gwyn's partner. Wait, Chandelure, please help us find Gwyn. Her partner Pokemon is freely roaming around and doesn't seem particularly agitated. I suppose we can assume that even if someone is behind Gwyn's disappearance, the culprit isn't monitoring the area or anything. Every step we take brings us closer to the truth. Let's hurry, Zach. Gwyn! We found our missing person. Where's the villain who trapped you down here? Let's think back over everything we've seen so far. Can you identify the culprit behind all this? There is no culprit. That's right, in a way. There is no culprit because no crime has been committed. What are you saying, Madam Detective? Gwyn was trapped here. We saw it with our own eyes. The supposed victim here is Gwyn. However, she came here of her own volition. That's the truth behind this whole case. The truth? If you really wish to hear it, then defeat me in battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, after all. Here, I'll heal up your Pokemon. And leave the rest to you, Zach. Alright, Gwyn. Are we doing this? Let's battle. I'm going to win, so you'll all leave me in peace. Strength is power, strength is justice. Gwyn of the Fist of Justice. You can bring out your ghosties. I don't care. I got Littlefoot here. Ooh. I've never been heal blocked like that before. That's crazy. Oh, it's Gourgeist. That's actually insane. That was a crazy play. Hit me with a heal block so I couldn't use Giga Drain. That is a crazy read. Wait a sec. Why didn't I see it coming? The Gen 5 love continues. Another Mega for Gen 5. Mega Chandelure? What is going on? We had Electros, Excadrill, and Chandelure. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, I didn't even see this coming. I didn't even register that she had a keystone in her hat. What is it gonna look like? It's pretty much what I expected. I mean, what else could you expect from it, I suppose? Ooh, that's a good protect from you. Will you stop hitting me with fire spin? Or whatever you're hitting me with? I don't know what I expected. That's probably along the lines of what I expected, just a bigger chandelier, because I don't know what else it would be. Your Pokemon shine with justice. Now, just give Garbodor a Mega. Come on. My justice wasn't wrong. I simply lacked power. Give Haxorus a Mega. I didn't even think about that. Ooh. Oh, dear. I'd lose it. I love Haxorus. It's my favorite pseudo of all time. Well fought in any case, and well deduced, both of you. Do you know these two, Gwen? Of course, Emma is the greatest detective in all of Lumiose, and Zack is a member of Team MZ. He's also the reigning Canary Quiz Whiz. I see. And what did you mean when you said well deduced? Where to start? You break every smartphone you touch, Ivor. And once you start battling in the ZA Royale, you don't stop even when dawn comes. Your excessive training will keep going on and on as you climb the ranks of the Royale. Meanwhile, I am the one who deals with all the complaints about your behavior. It's an enormous burden. So I asked Chandelure and one of the Klefki to help me hide down here. That way, you would be unable to participate in any promotion matches. Then you had to come and find me. I had no idea I was causing the Fist of Justice and my own sister so much trouble. Well, you were. So I would love to see you give my brother a good thrashing, Zack. It's true then? Zack is my opponent for my next promotion match? See for yourself. There it is, plain as day. Well, it seems I must prepare for our bout. I hope you will all excuse me. Honestly, I'm obligated to look into any case I take on, but perhaps I should have let this one go cold. Still, I'm surprised you knew of a hiding place like this. It's almost undetectable with all the barriers and tricks the Pokemon helped put up. I found this place when I was very young. It was here that I met Chandelure, though it was only a Litwick back then. The ghost-type Pokemon let me come and go as I please, so I visit on occasion. I love the quiet down here, and the dark. Well, now that Ivor knows about this place, I suppose you'll need to find a new hiding spot. We should head back for now. This may be your favorite spot, but it's not exactly fit for long-term residents, let's say. Of course. Maybe I should train up a bit. A little extra muscle could come in handy during my investigations. Extra muscle? Please, not another Ivor. I was joking. My expansion suit can help me out in a pinch, though I decided not to use it unless necessary. I want to see her break out that helmet. Oh, and Gwen, tell Ivor I'll be sending him a bill for my help, okay? Good luck with your promotion match, Zack. When you're ready to face Ivor, come to the Justice Dojo. At last, you've arrived. Gwen has made her feelings on the matter clear, but even so, I must grow stronger. As I said before, if we are to live in harmony with Pokemon in the city, then Pokemon must be afforded the same freedoms that humans enjoy. And for both sides to enjoy those freedoms, what we will need is incredible strength. Strength cannot solve everything for us, but it will at least allow us to protect what we hold dear. I will prove the truth of my words by rising to the very top of the ZA Royale. Rank A will be mine. Now, Zack, shall we begin our match? Let's do it. Gwen, please lend me your phone. I promise I will do my utmost not to break it. Challenger's tickets verified. You are clear to start a promotion match. There are places in life you cannot reach without climbing over strong opponents to get there. I'll be climbing ahead then. Strength is power. Strength is justice. If there's a Mega Phalanx, I'm going to lose it. Can't be throwing all these new ones at me back to back. You were challenged by Ivor of the Fist of Justice. Oh, Heracross. That very well could have been his Mega too. Almost lost all my HP. God, chill out, man. Please show me a Mega Phalanx. Come on. Oh my goodness. You can't be throwing these at me like that. God, I'm so glad I stayed away from the leaks. I'm so glad. Because I saw Hawlucha, Victreebel, and the starters. Not this game's starters, but the KALOS starters. And I don't even really know what those look like. I just know they exist. I avoided everything else. This is awesome. Time to Mega Evolve Phalanx. Justice will win the day. This is crazy because Phalanx is one of my favorite Pokemon from Galar. That's awesome. What is this gonna look like? He just Megazorded. There ain't no way. There ain't no way they just made him a Megazord. That's crazy. You can't just Voltron in front of me. That's insane. That is insane. I think some of my team's starting to fall behind in levels. They're right there. Defeat. How incredibly unjust. They made Phalanx. I don't like it. Unfortunately. I don't like it. They made him a Megazord. They made him a Voltron. I don't really like it. I have to say. It's cool. It looked nice moving. I didn't think it would look that good when in the first 5 seconds that I saw it, but it looks fluid enough in movement, but I just don't like the idea. I don't. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations, now processing your promotion. From E to D. You've been promoted to rank D. My justice didn't prevail. It is clear I must train even harder. Fine, but no more battling in the ZA Royale after daybreak. That isn't how it works. If you continue to vex everyone around you, your goal will only grow harder to reach. Understood. It's true that I act before I think, and that I'm terrible at controlling my own strength. I don't even know how many smartphones I've broken at this point. Perhaps if you assisted me as my coach, we could work on fixing these things together. Out of the question. You're the elder of us, and the master of this dojo. Stop making others take care of your messes. I'll have more to say on this once we're home. Let's go, Ivor. Please, one moment, Gwen. I want to give Zach my thanks. As a token of gratitude for our fine battle, please accept this small gift from me. Bulk up, I'll take it. It was a good match, Zach. I would be honored if you would face me again. Next time, my power will surely open my path forward. Now, if you'll excuse me. Main mission 19, complete. Tell me there's more wild zones. Wow, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Who would have thought the X and Y axis would end up being clues in missing persons case? X and Y, huh? I remember hearing something about that a long time ago. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. Yeah, that's personal. Calling me old? Dang, that hurts. X and Y was only 12 years ago. Actually, just over 12 years ago. This game almost released same day. Because this came out on the 16th, then X and Y came out on the 12th. Interesting. I didn't know they were that close. Yeah, no, 12 years ago. Interesting. Yeah, way to make me feel old. Super. Thanks, Tawny. What's sort of something? How did it go? Something about how the X and Y axis go in different directions, but there's still a point where they meet and finding it is an important thing. I'm not sure I get it. You mean like how people in Pokemon are totally different, but we should focus on the things we share? It could be that, or something like us all here. What are the odds we'd meet and become friends? Huh? Something the matter? Nah, nothing to worry about. I'm more wondering if something's the matter on your end, Naveen. You still won't try my good old croissant curry? That won't be happening. It's gotta be good, Naveen. It looks good. While I admit that it might taste good, the aesthetics are still too much for me. Hey, that's not as hard of a pass as you gave me before, Naveen. Maybe this means we're finding where our X and Y axis meet. 12 years ago, making me feel old. That means Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was 11 years ago, because that came out a year after, right? That makes me feel even older. And then Sun and Moon came out in 2016. So even that's 9 years. That's crazy. Oh, I'm getting old.